Is Dr. Dina Roberts, and I teach in a public university here in Washington State. And so I'm here professionally to talk about the importance of the draft environmental impact statement to the assessment of wildlife. But I'm also here on a personal note. I live within a mile. I'm in the impact zone in downtown Vancouver, and I've lived there and owned a home for 6 years, and I'm very concerned what it's going to do to our community. It's a thriving community and in Washington State and very important to the health of the state overall economically. It's going to be growing. It's very desirable as Portland becomes more expensive. But on a professional note, I was very disappointed with the draft environmental impact statement, professionally as it deals with wildlife and birds. I think it talked a lot about minor impacts when it should be talking about major impacts. Especially, I'm disappointed that there was no assessment of the impact on our national wildlife refuges. I happened to drive out Highway 14 to go hiking in the gorge one day, and I stopped to go to Franz Lake Wildlife Refuge, and I walked down and crossed the tracks, which are about 20 feet upstream from Franz Lake National Wildlife Refuge, a very important place for migratory waterfowl. And I saw thousands of wintering tundra swans, and I stopped, and I have a recording on my phone, and if I have time I'll play it. But it was just so impressive. It was so much a part of why I live here in Washington and why I spend a year as an endangered species biologist protecting the species of our state, and why I continue to give my time to educate young people about the importance of wildlife and our natural resources. We're doing a really disservice to our communities now and in the future if we don't reject this terminal. And I really hope that you'll take, I got a map of all of the refuges that could be impacted along the rail corridor in Washington, the oil by rail, right along Columbia, as well as down to the estuary, out the mouth of the estuary, all the way up to Grace Harbor. These are globally, internationally important bird areas, and there was not very much dealing with that in this impact statement. Think about the droughts in California, and I'll wrap up my comments. Our wetlands here in this estuary system and in Washington are going to be critically important as those wetland areas dry up in California. And this is being driven by climate change. We need to start looking at the big picture. So thank you all for giving me a chance to speak.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts. And if you